Hey, what's up, guys? What I want to get into today is the new Gonzalez family statement. I'd like to tell you I'm happy to be here, but why start with an untruth? And that's what Judge Hitler stated at the beginning of the hearing this past Thursday. We wish to express our gratitude to Judge Hitler for his candor, as we believe the case is progressing in a favorable direction. We commend the court's efforts to maintain a balance upon uh, maintain a balanced schedule to ensure a fair trial. While we acknowledge that delays may occur, we are reassured that decisions will be made swiftly and thoughtfully. It was disheartening to see the defendant in his casual attire, and we hope the prosecution will address this issue as promised. Well, for one thing, the prosecution didn't address that situation. The judge did, and the judge granted Brian to be in the hearing that day with casual attire because that was already preordained by Judge. Now there will be a few times where Brian won't be in attendance when they have the closed door hearings for the security and safety hearings that Judge Hitler talked about. Today, we find ourselves in a society characterized by a significant division, making it increasingly difficult for individuals to find common ground. Media sensationalizing our politicians to engage in trivial debates, posing irrelevant topics, never daring to address meaningful domestic issues like why our children are being killed in their sleep. What are we going to do about all these violent crimes, mass murders, school shooters, and overdoses? See that right there? We've been told by the Gonzalez family, by Bill Thompson, that there was no drug connection to the house. Then why is the Gonzalez family reintroducing the narrative of drug overdoses into the case? I mean, it just makes you wonder. Yeah, it just makes you wonder why the Gonzalez family is reintroducing this narrative of drugs into the Idaho 4 case. When Steve has come out and said numerous times that there was no drug connection to the house, well, why introduce it now in this family statement? Families like ours are engaged in profound struggles, battles of life and death, the ongoing conflict between good and evil, and the relentless quest for justice against inequity. Yet, even within the halls of justice, some attempt to obscure the truth in action under the guise of virtue. As a parent of a murdered child, nothing is more reprehensible than suppressing facts in the name of due process. Well, see, if I remember, old Bill Thompson himself has been stating false facts in this case since day one as due process. And there's something else I'd like to touch on. Why did the Gonzalez family need a GoFundMe? When basically, pretty much, they're getting everything for free. They're being offered free homes. They're being offered free gas cards, free gift cards for food. They're being offered free everything. So why would they need this GoFundMe? And that GoFundMe has already raised $37,000. Why do they need this GoFundMe when they're already pretty much going to be getting everything for free? Everything's being offered to them for free. Free housing, free food, free gas. Kaylee Jade Gonzalez will not be silenced for the sake of a monstrous murderer's image. The world will hear her cries for justice through those who can speak on her behalf. No individual possesses the authority to stifle the truth regarding our fallen angel, Kaylee Jade. Uh, we steadfastly oppose all who seek to diminish her memory. We are profoundly grateful for the thoughts and prayers extended to us. To those who have contributed, you are a true blessing to our family. Our army of love, Steve Gonzalez. See, I'd like to know one thing. They're saying that people want to stifle the memory of Kaylee Jade. Now, we've all heard about the Sugar Babies narrative and other narratives. Well, why, and I'm not going to name names, why are these people being embraced by Stephen Christie? That's what I'd like to know. The people who came out with the Sugar Babies narrative are being embraced by Stephen Christie. They're getting their photos taken with them and everything else. Now, I want to touch on I am a friend of the Gonzalez family, and I have asked Christy to post this to her page. After reading the overwhelming responses on Christie's page, when the venue change was granted, I wanted to try to create a way to keep track of all the incredibly generous offers from people around the world and from the ones in and around the Boise area. Although the GoFundMe is one way to help them, there also seem to be people posting many other ways that they were willing to help. With the blessing from Christy, I am supplying an email for those individuals that want to help in those other ways. I can support easily through these emails, and if there was a brief description of how you would like to help and contact info on how to follow up with you. I know the goal for each of us on this page has been to show them an outpouring of love and support. I can only imagine how brutal this trial will be for each of them. I am hoping that although we all can't be there physically throughout the horrific time and show our support, I'm hoping that they can feel it by knowing that at least the worry of a safe place to come back to is something they no longer need to think about. Since this is a personal email, please indicate on the subject line a brief description on how you would like to help. I will reach out to you as soon as I get the emails organized and as soon as this hurricane passes, as I'm right in its path. Thank you all in advance for your kindness to this wonderful family. You can't imagine how unbelievably touched they are with the outpour of all the love, support, and help. I'm sorry, guys. If this was one of the other families who would come out and do something like this, look what happened. Yeah, look what happened to Xana's mom. She came out and people attacked her. Would it be the same thing from the Mogans? Ben Mogan, would he be attacked for doing something like this when he came out? Or the Chapins, would they be attacked for doing something like this if they came out? But no, the Goncalves family comes out and they're all embraced with all this help. You know, free places to stay there in Boise, free gas, free food, gift cards. Why do they need the GoFundMe? Now, I'm pretty sure that when Kaylee got the Range Rover, because she only had it for a couple of days, there was a grace period where they could have returned the Range Rover after the police gave it back to them. Why did they set up a GoFundMe to pay off the Range Rover when all they had to do was give it back to the dealership? That's what I would like to know. That's what I don't understand about this family. I really don't understand this family at all. Would the Chapins get free stuff? Would the Chapins get free food, free gas? Would Jeff Kernodle get free gas, free food, and free lodging? Would Ben Mogan get free gas, free food, and free lodging? They've all remained silent. They've all remained quiet, but not the Goncalveses. And I do not understand why this family can't remain silent like the other families. Yes, all the other families, they want justice for their child, but they're keeping quiet. They're letting what goes on in the courtroom play out, but not Stephen Christie. Oh no, not Stephen Christie. They're always on the TV doing interviews, and yes, they more than likely they're getting paid for those interviews. And they're praising the new judge, which he does seem to be more, how can I say, knowledgeable than John Judge. I mean, just his statement alone. Just that one statement alone he made. I'd like to tell you I'm happy to be here, but why start with an untruth? The judge clearly doesn't want to be there. Because that exact statement, I'd like to tell you I'm happy to be here, but why start with an untruth? It sounds like to me he really don't want to be there. He really don't want to deal with this case. And I kind of agree with Judge Hippler. I wouldn't want to deal with this case either. And I kind of wished that when he made the statement about the gag order, eh, I kind of wish he would have extended it to the Gonzalez family. But apparently he didn't. But yet you have the Gonzalez family getting all this free stuff and their GoFundMe. So, guys, what's the point of this GoFundMe if they're getting offers for free housing, free food, free gas, free this, free that? What's the point of the GoFundMe? That's already raised $37,000. What's the point of it if they're getting offered all this stuff? Let me know what you think about that down in the comment section. Pretty much the state has done nothing but fake truths and half truths since this trial, since this court case came along. You've had the PCA, which is full of holes and false truths and fake narratives. But like always, guys, like, comment, and subscribe on my channel. Hit that bell notification for any new uploads. Now, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central, I'm going head to head with the Guilter. So don't miss it. And he's not from the true crime community, so we're going to actually get an outside perspective looking in on this case. You also have a good Sunday. This is Robert with True Crime Podcast. I'm out. Peace.